Have you ever felt like life is getting harder instead of easier? Like the battles are increasing, the waiting is longer, and the answers seem delayed. Many people think that when life gets difficult, God has forgotten them, but in many cases, the opposite is true. Sometimes the greatest struggles come right before the greatest blessings. The Bible shows us that before God releases a blessing, He prepares the person who will receive it. Today, we will talk about the signs that God is about to bless you if you are going through a difficult season. This message may be exactly what you need to hear, because your struggle may not be the end of your story. It may be the beginning of your breakthrough. One of the first signs that God is about to bless you is increased spiritual battles. Suddenly things seem harder. Problems appear out of nowhere. Discouragement tries to enter your mind. You may feel attacked emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Why does this happen? Because when God is preparing something great for your life, the enemy tries to stop it. Think about the story of Joseph. Before Joseph became a ruler in Egypt, he was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, put into prison. It looked like everything was going wrong. But in reality, God was positioning Joseph for his destiny. Your battles may actually be proof that something significant is coming. Another sign that God is about to bless you is separation. Sometimes God removes certain people from your life. Friends may leave, relationships may change, situations may shift. At first, this can feel painful. But God sometimes removes people who cannot go where He is taking you. Look at Abraham. God told Abraham to leave his country, his relatives, and everything familiar. Why? Because God was about to make him the father of many nations. Sometimes God creates distance to prepare you for destiny. Not every person who starts the journey with you will finish it with you. Before God blesses you externally, He transforms you internally. You may notice changes like you desire to pray more. You feel convicted about things you used to ignore. Your priorities begin to shift. You care less about worldly approval. God works on your heart and character before He releases a blessing. Consider David. Before David became king, he spent years as a shepherd. Then years running for his life from King Saul. Those years were not wasted. They were training for leadership. Sometimes God delays the blessing because He is developing the person who will carry it. Another surprising sign that God may be about to bless you is closed doors. You try opportunities that don't work. Plans fail. Applications are rejected. Things don't go as expected. It can feel frustrating. But sometimes closed doors are God's protection and direction. God closes certain paths because He has a better one prepared. Think about Moses. Moses once tried to help his people in his own strength and ended up fleeing into the wilderness. For 40 years, it looked like nothing was happening. But those 40 years were preparation, and one day, at the burning bush, God called Moses to lead a nation. What felt like delay was actually divine preparation. Another powerful sign is supernatural peace, even when life is uncertain. You feel a strange calmness. You don't have all the answers, but deep inside, you sense that God is in control. This kind of peace doesn't come from circumstances. It comes from trusting God. Before major breakthroughs, many believers experience a quiet confidence in God's plan. Even when the storm is around them, there is peace within them. That peace is often a signal that God is moving behind the scenes. Many of God's greatest blessings come after long seasons of waiting. Waiting can be difficult. You may pray for months or years without seeing results. But the Bible shows that waiting seasons often precede miracles. Think about Hannah. For years she prayed for a child. She faced disappointment and sorrow. But God eventually answered her prayer and gave her Samuel, who became one of Israel's greatest prophets. Your waiting season may feel painful, but waiting does not mean God is inactive. It often means God is preparing something greater than you expected. If you are going through a difficult season right now, remember this: God is never late. He is always working behind the scenes. The struggles you face today may become the testimony you share tomorrow. The tears you cry today may lead to joy in the future. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. So don't give up. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep believing. Because sometimes the darkest night comes right before the sunrise. And the struggles you are experiencing today may be the very signs that God is about to bless you in ways you never imagined.